Hello, my amazing students. Today I am here to tell you something that will change your life. Listen to me carefully. English is not impossible. English is not difficult. You can speak English fluently, and you can do it faster than you think. I know many of you feel nervous when you try to speak. You hesitate, you get stuck, and sometimes you don't even try because you are afraid of making mistakes. You know the words. You understand English when you read or listen, but when you have to talk, you freeze. Maybe you have been learning English for years, but when the time comes to speak, you feel like your mind is empty. I understand this because I've also struggled with learning a new language. I know how it feels when you want to say something, but you don't have the right words. I know how frustrating it is when people speak fast and you can't understand them. But today, I want to tell you, you don't have to struggle anymore. From today, I want you to forget everything that made English difficult for you. Forget about complicated grammar rules. Forget about trying to be perfect. Forget about fear, because the biggest reason people fail to speak English is not a lack of knowledge. It is fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of embarrassment. Fear of being judged. You don't have to feel stuck because I will teach you how to learn English in the easiest and most natural way. But let me ask you a question. How did you learn your first language? Did you study grammar books? Did you memorize long lists of words? No. You learned by listening, by copying, by making mistakes, and by using the language every day. This is exactly how you are going to learn English. You don't need to study English. You need to live English. English should not be something you practice for 1 hour a day and then forget. It should be a part of your life. You should hear it, think in it, and speak it every single day. Now I know what you are thinking. But how do I do that? Don't worry, I will tell you everything in detail. I will not just give you tips. I will take you on a journey where English will become easy and natural for you. So, let's begin. Step 1. Stop thinking that English is difficult. The first and most important thing is to change your mindset. If you believe that English is difficult, your brain will always resist learning it. But if you start believing that English is easy, you will learn much faster. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby falls many times, but does he stop trying? No, he gets up and tries again. And after some time, he starts walking without any effort. This is exactly how learning English works. Mistakes are a part of learning. If you are not making mistakes, you are not learning. I want you to say this with me. English is easy. I can speak English. I am learning every day. These words are very powerful. The more you say them, the more your brain will believe them. From today, never say, "My English is bad." Never say, "I cannot speak English." Instead say, "I am learning and improving every day." This small change in your thinking will make a big difference in your learning. Step 2. Stop worrying about grammar. Many people believe that they need to learn perfect grammar before they start speaking. This is a big mistake. If you focus too much on grammar, you will always be afraid of making mistakes. Instead, you should learn to speak first and correct later. Think about how children learn language. They don't sit and study grammar books. They listen to their parents, repeat words, and slowly their grammar improves naturally. This is exactly how you should learn. Instead of memorizing grammar rules, focus on learning simple sentences. For example, instead of studying present continuous tense, just learn sentences like I am eating. She is going to the market. They are playing football. If you keep repeating and using these sentences, grammar will come naturally. The key is to listen more and copy. Listen to how native speakers talk and repeat after them. When you hear a new sentence, don't just understand it, say it out loud. Step 3. Surround yourself with English. Now that you have changed your mindset, the next step is to bring English into your daily life. Many people think they need to live in an English-speaking country to become fluent, but this is not true. You can create an English environment wherever you are. The first thing you should do is change your phone's language to English. Every time you use your phone, you will see English words. This will help your brain get comfortable with the language. Next is by talking to yourself. Yes, you heard me, right? Talk to yourself in English every day. Stand in front of the mirror and have a conversation. For example, hello, how are you today? I am good. I have a lot of work to do, but I am feeling great. This might feel funny at first, but trust me, it is one of the best ways to improve your speaking skills. When you talk to yourself, you are practicing without any fear of making mistakes. And the more you practice, the more confident you will become. Next, you should start thinking in English. Right now, you think in your native language and then translate into English. This makes speaking slow and difficult. Instead, start with simple thoughts in English. For example, when you wake up, instead of thinking, I need to brush my teeth, think, I will brush my teeth now. When you make tea, think, I am making tea. When you go outside, think, the weather is nice today. At first, it will feel strange, but the more you do it, the more natural it will become. After some time, English will start coming to you automatically. Another simple but powerful method is labeling everything in your house. Take small pieces of paper and write the English names of objects around you. Stick them on your door, your table, your refrigerator, your mirror. Every time you see them, read the words aloud. For example, if you have a book, say, this is a book. The book is on the table. If you have a cup, say, this is a cup. I drink tea from this cup. By doing this, you will train your brain to recognize English words automatically. Now that you understand how to surround yourself with English, think in English and stop fearing grammar. Let's go even deeper. Now, I am going to show you how to speak English in your daily life. Many people struggle with speaking because they don't know what to say or how to say it. But let me tell you something. You already know how to speak English. You just need to activate it. Think about your daily routine. You wake up, brush your teeth, make tea or coffee, talk to your family, go outside, buy something, meet friends, go to work or school, and at night you relax and sleep. Every single thing you do in your life can be spoken in English. If you practice using English for your daily life, speaking will become easy and natural. So, let's start with simple conversations that you can use every day. Morning routine. Talking to yourself in English. When you wake up, don't just get out of bed. Start speaking in English. For example, as soon as you wake up, you can say, "Good morning. I feel fresh today. I had a nice sleep. Let me get up and brush my teeth." When you go to the bathroom, say, "I am brushing my teeth. Now I am washing my face. Let me take a shower." When you go to the kitchen, say, "I am making tea. This tea smells so good. I am eating toast with butter." Even if you are alone, say these things out loud. The more you say, the more comfortable you will feel. Now, let's move on to a real conversation. Imagine you are talking to your mother in the morning. This is how the conversation can go. "Good morning, Mom." "Good morning. How did you sleep?" "I slept well. What are you making for breakfast?" "I am making eggs and toast. Do you want some tea?" "Yes, please." "I love tea in the morning." "Okay, your tea is ready." "Thank you. It smells really nice." This is a simple, natural conversation that you can practice every day. You don't need difficult words. Just keep it simple and natural. When you meet your friend, here's how you can talk. "Hey, how are you?" "I am good. How about you?" "I am great. What are you doing?" "Nothing much, just relaxing. Do you want to go for a walk?" "Yes, that sounds great." If you go to a cafe with your friend, you can have a conversation like this. "Let's order something. What do you want?" "I want coffee." "What about you?" "I will have a lemonade." "Okay, let's call the waiter." "Hello. What would you like to order?" "One coffee and one lemonade, please." "Okay, anything else?" "No, that's all. Thank you. Your order will be ready soon." When you go outside, there are many things you can say in English. For example, if you're going to the market, you can say, "I need to buy some vegetables. Let me check my shopping list. I will take a bus to the market." When you enter the shop, you can have a conversation like this. "Excuse me, do you have fresh tomatoes?" "Yes, here they are." "How much is 1 kilo?" "It's $2 per kilo." "Okay, I will take 2 kilos. Anything else?" "Yes, I also need some onions." "Here you go. That'll be $5 in total." "Here's the money. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day." This is a real conversation that happens in daily life. If you practice conversations like this, you will never feel afraid to speak in real life. At night, when you relax, you can still practice English. If you are with your family, you can have a conversation like this. "Today was a long day. What did you do today?" "I went to the market and met my friend." "That sounds nice. What did you buy?" "I bought some vegetables and fruits." "Good, now let's have dinner." Yes, I am very hungry. Before sleeping, you can also talk to yourself in English. For example, today was a good day. I learned a lot of new things. Tomorrow, I will wake up early and practice morning English. Now it's time to sleep. Good night. Now, let me tell you one of the most powerful secrets to speaking English fluently. Listen and repeat. When you hear a new sentence, don't just listen. Repeat it. Say it out loud. Copy the pronunciation. Copy the tone. This will help you sound more natural. For example, if you hear, I am going to the market, you should say, I am going to the market. Repeat it exactly. Do this every day, and your pronunciation and confidence will improve. My amazing students, you have now learned everything you need to speak English fluently, confidently, and naturally. Let me remind you of something very powerful. English is not difficult. The only thing stopping you is fear and hesitation. But now you know how to overcome both. If you want to be successful in life, learning English will open thousands of doors for you. It will help you get better jobs, travel the world, make international friends, and understand movies, books, and culture. But most importantly, it will make you feel confident and independent. So never stop learning. Even if some days feel difficult, even if people tell you that you are not good enough, never give up. You have come so far, and I believe in you. Now it's time to go and practice. Speak, listen, think in English every single day. And remember, mistakes don't matter. Effort matters. This is not the end. This is the beginning of your fluency journey. Keep learning, keep growing. And one day you will speak English like a pro. Let's do this together. I am with you on this journey, and I will always support you. Now go out there and start thinking, speaking, and living in English. You can do it. Now, I want you to listen to this podcast. But here's the best part. You can do it while doing anything, whether you're commuting, cooking, or just relaxing. It's perfect for you. It's made for beginners with clear and simple English to help you improve step by step. I'll be posting new episodes every day, so stay consistent and you'll see real progress. If you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. I'll be here to guide you. Just show up and practice.
Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Justin. How are you today, Emma?
I'm doing great, and I'm excited because today we're talking about something we all use every day, social media.
Yes, social media is everywhere, and it has its good and bad sides. Today we'll talk about both in simple, easy English.
And we'll teach you useful words and phrases so you can talk about social media confidently. Let's start with a short conversation. Listen carefully.
Hey, Tom, do you use social media a lot?
Yeah, I do. I check Instagram and Facebook every day. It's fun, but sometimes I feel like I spend too much time on it.
Same here. I love seeing what my friends are up to, but it can be a big distraction.
True. And sometimes I see posts that make me feel like my life isn't as exciting as everyone else's.
I get that. But social media isn't all bad. I've learned so many new things from it, like recipes and travel tips.
That's a good point. I also follow news pages to stay updated.
Me too. And I joined a group where people share study tips. It's really helpful.
That sounds great. But do you ever feel overwhelmed by all the notifications?
Yes. Sometimes I need a social media break to relax.
That was a great conversation. Now Justin will explain some useful words and phrases.
Let's start with check social media. This means to look at social media apps like Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. Example: I check Instagram every morning. This means I open the app and look at posts.
Justin, do you check social media every morning?
Sometimes, but I try not to do it too much. Next, we have spend too much time. This means using a lot of time doing something. Example: I spend too much time on TikTok. This means I use TikTok for a long time, maybe more than I should.
That sounds like me. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time online?
Yes, especially when I start watching videos and lose track of time. Now let's talk about the word distraction. A distraction is something that stops you from focusing on your work or tasks. Example: social media is a big distraction when I'm trying to study. This means I can't focus on studying because I keep checking my phone.
Oh, I understand. I always get distracted when I hear my phone beep.
Same here. That's why I turn off notifications when I need to focus. The next phrase is feel like. That means to have a thought or emotion about something. Example: I feel like my life isn't as exciting as others. This means when I see other people's posts, I think their lives look more fun than mine.
I think many people feel that way after looking at social media.
Another useful phrase is stay updated. This means to know the latest news or information. Example: I follow news pages to stay updated. This means I use social media to read the latest news.
That's a good way to use social media. Do you follow news pages, Justin?
Yes, it helps me know what's happening in the world. Now let's learn the word recipe. A recipe is a set of instructions for cooking a dish. Example: I found a great recipe for chocolate cake on Instagram. This means I saw step-by-step instructions to make a chocolate cake.
I love looking at food recipes online.
Me too. But sometimes I just watch food videos and never cook anything. Now let's learn the word overwhelmed. This means feeling like there is too much happening at once. Example: I feel overwhelmed by all the notifications. This means too many messages or alerts make me feel stressed. Lastly, we have social media break. This means taking time away from social media to relax. Example: sometimes I need a social media break. This means I stop using social media for a while to feel better.
Do you take social media breaks, Justin?
Yes, it helps me focus on other things.
Now, let's talk about the pros and cons of social media. First, what do pros and cons mean? Pros are the good things or advantages of something. Example: one pro of social media is that it helps you stay connected with friends. Cons are the bad things or disadvantages of something. Example: one con of social media is that it can be distracting. So, when we say pros and cons of social media, we mean the positive and negative effects of using it. Let's start with the pros, the good things. Pros, good things about social media. 1. Stay connected with friends and family. One of the best things about social media is that it helps us stay connected with friends and family no matter where they are. Example: I can talk to my cousin in another country every day. This means that even though my cousin lives far away, I can send messages, call, or video chat with them anytime. 2. Learn new things. Social media is also a great place to learn new things. Example: I follow pages that teach me about science and history. This means I use social media to learn interesting facts every day. Some people follow accounts that teach new languages, fun facts, or even life skills. 3. Find new recipes. Another great thing about social media is that you can find new recipes. A recipe is a set of instructions for cooking a dish. Example, I found an easy pasta recipe on Facebook. This means I saw step-by-step instructions on how to make pasta. Many people share cooking videos online, making it easy to try new foods. 4. Stay updated with news and trends. Social media also helps people stay updated with the latest news and trends. Example, I read the news on Twitter to stay updated. This means I use social media to see what's happening in the world. People also follow trends in fashion, technology, or entertainment through social media. Cons, bad things about social media. Now, let's talk about the cons, the bad side of social media. 1. It can be distracting. One big con is that social media can be a distraction. A distraction is something that stops you from focusing on your work or tasks. Example, I spend hours scrolling instead of doing my work. This means I should be working, but I keep looking at social media instead. 2. It can make you compare yourself to others. Another con is that social media can make people compare themselves to others. Example, I feel like my life isn't as exciting as others. This means when I see fun posts from other people, I think my life isn't as interesting. But we have to remember, people only post the best parts of their lives. 3. Too many notifications can feel overwhelming. Social media can also be overwhelming when there are too many notifications. To feel overwhelmed means to feel like there is too much happening at once. Example, I turned off notifications because I felt overwhelmed. This means I was getting too many messages and it was stressful, so I turned them off. 4. It can waste time. The last con is that social media can waste time if we use it too much. Example, I spend too much time watching videos. This means I use social media for too long instead of doing important things. It's fun, but we have to use it wisely.
That's it for today's lesson. Remember, social media can be both good and bad. It's all about how you use it.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more lessons and resources.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.